What is up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. I know we've talked a lot about FaZe. We will continue to do in the coming weeks. We do have other videos, by the way. We upload 2 or 3 a day, but this one I thought very important because it's a rival group, and this rivalry is going to continue. I think a throwback Call of Duty event is coming between FaZe Clan and OpTic Gaming, which I certainly will be covering. And so who better than talk about FaZe Clan than OpTic Hecz and OpTic Gaming themselves? I thought this was a very sick line of Hecz to drop, but also one that could be dissected more, as OpTic Hecz says, if you have not done the things that they have done, then you can't say anything about what the new FaZe has in store.
Speaking of that FaZe shoot,
fucking dick.
You saw Banks was added.
He's copying what you've already done, man.
No. Whoa.
Dropping Kilimanjaros on people.
Oh yeah.
That's what I meant. What did you think? I
thought you meant like getting his company back.
Oh.
Which is good.
No.
Look, listen, I'm happy for the boys, man. I don't know. Listen, nobody can have an opinion. Nobody can have a fucking opinion as to what he's fucking doing.
They can.
No one. Huh?
They can have one.
No,
but it doesn't matter.
It does. Not only does not matter, but you're not wrong. Do what they did, and then maybe you can say something.
It's true.
Like, unless you've done what they've done, don't say shit.
Yeah, I mean,
in my opinion,
it's funny because like you'll see people. Banks said, "I'm doing this because camaraderie, and we want to make content together. Nobody in FaZe has made content together in a really long time, so we're making a group that rekindles that."
And I will say there are some things you could really hardcore dissect if you really wanted to. Like Hitch said, like, oh, Banks got rid of people who weren't involved in FaZe content. That's been a rapid talking point because you have people like Jev who have openly admitted he doesn't even want to do content with FaZe. Nick Merckx also not really been involved much with FaZe content. You could even say the same for Rug. Obviously, the devil's advocate or counter argument to that would be they're big enough names where they still belong in FaZe, which I think is a fair counter, but people are going to dissect that every which way. But they continue to talk about this, and beyond saying like nobody can have an opinion, well, there's been a lot of opinions on this one because the future of FaZe Clan and what they're going to be, for me, is still it's confusing. Like I don't really know what it's gonna be, but it is cool to see people like OpTic, hey, like give Banks credit, because if Banks continues and really rides this hype, there's still potential there behind the brand.
And so they dropped everyone else. And then you see people are like, why did you drop this person? And it's like, if you just go to what Banks said initially, that's why everyone else got dropped.
Yeah.
They don't make content with other FaZe people. They don't
Wait, so where's Crim?
See themselves.
Is Crim in this or no?
Well, I think Crim is kind of like Atlanta FaZe.
Huh?
So their esports stuff's all staying the same. Their CS team, COD. There was no
creators.
This is all just like content creators. Esports isn't changing. But this is like the next generation of content. It's like, I understand being upset seeing like your staple names get released or whatever.
Like who? Blaze, Chico, Rain.
Well, I think they opted out, right?
They're different. Like, I'm talking about like the snipers and stuff. Yeah. The reality is, and I think this, if everybody who was complaining about certain people getting dropped was watching all their content, then sniping would still be popping. It's like sniping is not, it's not 2013, bro. The trick shotting and everything has changed. There's more competition now, like content.
Very true.
Like, to me, this is like, I think what they're trying to do is like more like AMP style, like the next generation, where it's like gaming is very much a part of it, but it's more so like gen pop, like being able to capture gaming and general population rather than staying in just the gaming niche.
He always does dope shit.
I think
everything always works out for him.
If Banks keeps this energy which he can, but if he keeps the same energy he has now, like going forward for the foreseeable future, I mean, it's inevitable this group is going to succeed. Look at that list of names.
That's a lineup.
Like, that's insane. But I think I saw a clip of Nade talking about it, and he was just like, Banks and I are similar, where we get like really hyper focused on something, and then we spend 5 months doing that, and then we just kind of like back off. And he was like, as long as Banks never does that, then like you can't go wrong with this group of people.
Yeah, he's like a fucking internet literal expert. Like a fucking internet expert.
Yeah, he has this shit figured out too.
He's also like, but
he's
Ninja,
famous.
Yeah.
My girl knows nothing about gaming at all. My girl, like when I met her, like just college girl, like She was like, "You know Banks?" I was like, "How the fuck do you know Banks?"
That's a scary question.
I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "What do you mean? Do I know Banks?" I said, "I grew up with Banks."
So that is what OpTic Gaming had to say about FaZe Clan. And yeah, ironically so, OpTic and FaZe have had similar histories when it comes to running into this big money and the selling off of a brand to different people and like the bringing back of the brand to those old people. It's really weird in this esports industry. These things that have built up and been worth millions of dollars have had similar stories, right? They're definitely not exact parallels, but it's crazy. And I hope they are tied together, their futures, because anything OpTic and FaZe do in esports is going to have traction. It's going to have numbers behind it, and we'll be covering it. So what do you guys think about what OpTic Hecz had to say about the new FaZe Clan? What do you think about the new FaZe Clan? And we'll see you back here sometime soon. Also, keep in mind, guys, on this channel over the past few weeks and for the next couple of weeks, we've been doing interviews with AT&T. We've had some amazing League of Legends pros like Pobelter. We've had BoxBox from TFT. We've had Dr. Lupo. I just talked to Sweet Tails and Summit. Those interviews will also be on this channel. If you want to stay on the lookout, we do have more than just FaZe content. I promise you. Till next time, take care. We'll see you back here soon.